let's build the Prophet's Mosque set. But before we do, let's check out the box. It's got a nice simple design, just Masjid Al-Nabawi here with a white background. There's also a picture right here of one of the real minarets. And up here it says Prophet's Mosque, Masjid Al-Nabawi. And it's located in Medina, Saudi Arabia, and the world's great architecture. My only complaint about this though is that the words are kind of hard to read because it's gray and it kind of clashes with the other colors on the box. But anyways, let's check out the back of the box. We got some close-up pictures here of the model, such as the door design or the exterior decoration design. And it's got some information here in English as well as Arabic. And finally, at the very bottom of the box, it's got the dimensions right here. All right, now let's open. Very, very interesting box design. The whole thing just completely opens. But anyways, we got a few bags here and of course the instructions. All right, let's build. But before I build, I just want to say two things quickly. Number one, just in case you're wondering, this is not Lego. This is an off-brand product that makes Islamic models with pieces that are like Legos. And secondly, thank you to Al-Tilawa for sending me this. I really appreciate it, and make sure to check out his channel and subscribe. All right, now let's actually build. When you open the instructions, you can just see it's got a whole bunch of information about Masjid Al-Nabawi. It says one pack here, so I'm assuming I'm gonna have to open all the bags that say number 1 on it. That's a pretty sick piece right there. Alright, so this is gonna be the basis of the masjid. And I just realized it actually came with like a brick separator. It's got these grips on it, and it's even got this thing here to pop out the pins just in case you put it in the wrong spot. Knowing how I build, I'm probably gonna need to use this a lot.
12 seconds later.
What did I say? I'm still on the first step and I misplaced a piece. Alright, this is part 1 finished. Let's move on to part 2. Alright, let's do part 2. And this is completed part 2. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of these white domes on the roof, and of course the famous green dome right here. And actually, in order to build these domes, I had to get like 42 of the same pieces and build this a whole bunch of times. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to the final part, part 3. And actually, surprisingly, part 3 is only 2 bags. I think it's just for the details and the finishing touches, like the minarets and the trees and stuff like that. All right, let's do this. And here's the completed model. I'm honestly super impressed with this set. I had a great time building it. The pieces are very high quality, and in relation to actual Lego pieces, it's actually really close. The only difference though is that this set does have some pieces that Lego doesn't have, like this or this. But it was those pieces that made these minarets look awesome. So just from the front, there's got a little plaque here that says the Prophet's Mosque, and there's a few trees and bushes here. There's the 2 minarets up here and the famous green dome right here, and then the smaller white domes around it. There's that big umbrella that's in the middle of the mosque. I'm assuming these pieces right here are just the smaller umbrellas that run through the whole masjid. And we got 6 minarets that run along the masjid, along with 2 smaller ones here in the middle. Okay, now let's check out the back of the build. So in the back, we see these tiles with printed doors on it. So we got the smaller doors here and then the 2 big ones right here. And then right here, we have the entrance to Masjid Al-Nabawi. And in case you were wondering, this doesn't have an inside. The inside is just filled with supports to keep this model sturdy. So again, I'm super impressed with this model. I was honestly not expecting this type of quality. Just lifting it up, it just feels like a solid build. Doesn't feel like something that's going to fall apart in my hands. If you're someone that loves Legos, and because Lego doesn't make any Islamic builds, I would 100% recommend for you to buy this. It's honestly awesome. And yeah, that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the video right there, and I'll see you guys later. Assalamu alaikum.